It's a grey day in Vancouver, but that hasn't dampened the spirits of the Whitecaps fans who march with optimism towards opening day at BC Place. Standing in their way, Toronto FC, a team with a new direction after an off-season makeover. It's an all-Canadian affair.
Three midfielders, Kobayashi on the right, Kudamani on the left, and Kenny Miller plays as an attacking midfielder in behind. The pace and athleticism of Darren Maddox up top. Number 3 overall draft pick in the Super Draft. Big things are expected from Becker. Ryan Nelson is very high on this player and wants to see what he can do in behind Robert Earnshaw, who starts up top for Toronto FC.
Juan Guzman will get things underway here on MLS, on TSN. Toronto FC in all red going down the right with the early ball, looking out for Reggie Lamb. It's hooked away by Alain Rochard, and an early throw for the visiting team from Ontario. Kyle Becker, the Ontario native, plays this one in. Joe Cannon gets a fist to punch that one away. Played straight back by Ephraim. And Cannon once again. Kakuta Mane. In the end, it's Rochard.
Jay DeMeritt being helped up. He's had some issues with an Achilles injury. Didn't play a lot of minutes in preseason. Certainly seems to be favoring that.
Well, it looks as though Jay DeMeritt's afternoon is over after just the first 7 minutes of play. Marcus Davidson going across for Koffie. Forward it goes. The Whitecaps just outside the box, falls towards Kakuta Mane, blocked by Eckersley. It deflected through and Bendick managed to stop it.
It's a good penetrating pass from Koffie into YP Lee, who just found Darren Maddox. A snapshot was going wide, hits Richard Eckersley comfortably into the hands of Joe Bendick.
He got injured early in pre-season, only returned to full training earlier this week, Ashton Morgan. Alain Rochard with the ball in, and great save from Bendick. The keeper did really well to get down low.
Well, Terry Duns feels very combative. He goes in, tries to win this, comes down awkwardly. A lot of contact from Gershon Koffie. But the earlier chance, a great in-swinging free kick from Alain Rochard. You're always looking to aim the ball towards that back post in case no one touches it and it sneaks in at that back post. But Joe Bendick does really well to get down and push that away from goal.
Started every season away from home. Daigo Kobayashi bringing this forward for the Whitecaps, looking wide towards YP Lee. Miller at the back post, Maddox around the penalty spot, looking for the delivery as YP Lee comes back for Nigel Reo-Coker here. Nice ball in from Reo-Coker. Bendick once again did well this time to deal with it. Now Gershon Koffie. Boxed in there by Richard Eckersley and Reggie Lamb. Koffie does really well to come away with that, and he wins the free kick.
Great build-up play down the right-hand side. YP Lee drops it back for Reo-Coker, and he bends a ball in behind the back four. Jeremy Hall doesn't do well enough here, and Joe Bendick comes off his line, gets a great hand, pushes the ball away. Kenny Miller's coming in on the blind side there. It's a great run from Miller.
Brian looks long towards Darren Maddox. Comes back for YP Lee. Now Kenny Miller back into the path of YP Lee. Lovely ball through to Kobayashi. That's it, Koffie! Gershon Koffie scores for the Whitecaps to finish a lovely move. And it's advantage Vancouver on opening day at BC Place.
Straight ball from Andy O'Brien's generally not a good option, but the Vancouver Whitecaps are doing a good job of recovering second balls. YP Lee picks it up, plays a nice little 1-2 with Kenny Miller, and from there the ball just comes inside, and a lovely setback from Daigo Kobayashi into the path of Gershon Koffie. The Whitecaps are doing an excellent job of getting their midfielders forward in support of the front men. And Gershon Koffie, a great finish.
And then plays it up towards Nigel Reo-Coker as the Whitecaps have a break on here. Kenny Miller through the middle, Mattox pace there as well, trying to create. Here is Darren Mattox! Richard Eckersley got back and got the challenge in. Wonderful defending from Eckersley.
It all starts from some wonderful skill from Kobayashi on the edge of his own box to get away and spring Nigel Reo-Coker, and the Whitecaps very quick on the break. But Richard Eckersley does a very good job here. He tracks the run of Darren Mattox, gets across the last minute, makes an excellent block for a corner.
Gershon Koffie. Miller. Kenny Miller gets the return ball from Darren Mattox. Now it's out wide for Nigel Reo-Coker. He's got support from YP Lee. Not the best ball from Reo-Coker, but it still comes back towards Eric Hurtado. It's blocked. Should have hit it first time. Now this is Alain Rochat, takes a deflection, and it's behind for a corner for the Whitecaps.
Well, the ball falls to Eric Hurtado in the box. If he hits that first time, he gets a shot on target, but he takes a touch, allowing the Toronto FC defenders to swarm.
Inside the final 2 minutes. Mattox goes short for Eric Hurtado. Marcus Davidson is on the near touchline receiving treatment right now. Here's Hurtado, back for Darren Mattox. And behind off Darren O'D. Danny Caleb plays this one back for Joe Bendick. It is full time at BC Place. Vancouver Whitecaps start with a win, 1-0 against Toronto FC.